Welcome to Realtor Therapy with Steph and Kel.
We're your hosts, Stefanie Campbell and Kelly Dugan, top producing agents with the Gold Group at Properties Christie's International.
With over $200 million in sales, we've seen it all. The wins, the losses, and the downright insane moments that come with being a realtor.
This podcast is your no BS, unfiltered look into the world of real estate.
Whether you're an agent needing a therapy session or looking to level up your game, we've got real stories, real problems, and real talk.
And hey, if you're a client, stick around. You might just pick up a few trade secrets.
Let's get into it. Welcome in.
Hi, guys. Do we even know? We don't know what episode this really is. Yeah,
no,
but we're not going to worry about it.
I don't think it's necessary anymore. Once you get into these higher numbers.
We're big time now, Kelly Dugan.
Yeah, right?
Okay. We have a fun topic right now.
I love topics, which we should try to do this more often. We're like, we don't really know what each other are going to say.
Yes, it's like a surprise.
Yeah. Stephanie told me to name red flags that we see in clients, buyers, sellers, and also co-op agents. So I just think it's fun when, I'm sure some of ours will match.
Don't mind me.
Are you turning up the volume?
I'm turning up our headphones because I couldn't hear us that well, right? We were shouting. We were doing intros and outros, and I felt like we were like, ah! So anyway, are you cheating?
Oh, no. Honestly, I was like kind of staring off a little bit. I didn't realize that your
and it's
right
really funny that we're having. So this episode is Realtor Red Flags. Okay. And we're each going to reveal 2 red flags. Like we don't know what the other person is going to label them, but 2 red flags for buyers from us, 2 red flags for sellers, and 2 red flags for like co-agents that we're working with. Oh, you
did 2. I did 3. That's all right. I'll just pick my best 2.
Oh, well, go ahead. Name your best 3. That's amazing. And it's funny that we're talking about this because I just got off. I love sometimes when Kelly and I are in the office, well, I should say every time, I'm always have my people on speakerphone. So
oh my gosh.
So sorry.
She was just on the phone with a nightmare, but it wasn't her client. It was, can I say?
I guess.
It was her client's baby daddy who clearly, and they're not together, mind you. That's like literally their only tie. And he was terrible, like absolutely terrible.
But he's really crazy.
But then your client called you on the side.
I mean, I don't know,
I know, but
they're not going to listen, right?
But no, yeah, he was.
She's lovely. I just want to say she is lovely. And he's wild.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a wild person. I feel bad for her.
I love when Jason gets to encounter people like that.
I mean, Jason was not playing around.
I know.
I was like, damn,
don't mess with Jason.
Don't mess with him. And you know what? It was kind of like, I said to the mom, like the mom on the phone, I was like, it's so funny because Jason can I'm sure he hates Jason. I'm sure he does. And like Jason is technically, like he's paying Jason's bill. So Jason's technically his client. But, like Jason can say, like, put his foot down and be stern. If I did that, like, I'd be a total bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like,
yes and no. I mean,
again, and I am assertive, and I have the awkward phone calls I have had with this man are aplenty. Like he said to me,
he just like
he's very degrading.
Oh, it is yes, like, and he'll talk. He kept on talking over her and Jason. She kept on talking over Stefanie, and then finally Jason's like, "You need to let me finish," and that quieted him for like 10 seconds.
He shut up real fast.
But you could just tell the lack of respect he has for other people by the way that he talks to them. Like he just know it all.
Dirt on the floor.
Yeah.
I am dirt on the floor. And what else did he say to me? I mean, he has made me literally, this is a perfect example when he was like interviewing me. He was saying, or maybe I was already his realtor at this time. He was like, okay, so let's say somebody walks in and they're on a showing or, whatever. He goes, give me a little flavor about how you're going to sell it or how you're going to literally, he wanted
give me a flavor.
He wanted me to role play how I am on showings. I mean, I did it and I'm like, I will. Like, I can handle this man just fine.
Right.
I have thick skin. But this is what I want to say is like, I some of my good friends sometimes like get embarrassed that their husband maybe asks a goofy question or is a little much. I'm like, there is nothing you guys could do to be any worse than some of
the people that you've encountered.
Yeah. There is nothing that anyone I know in my life could do to be on this level.
On the phone, Stefanie said to him that basically there was this situation going on, and Stefanie's like, I'm going to text the other agent and yada yada. Can you call him? Can you call him? Because this needs to be done. And Stefanie's like, well, I was going to text him to avoid him asking me. Like, Stefanie had a reason why she was going to text him, and she said to avoid.
I'm a huge phone talker. I talk on the phone all the time. There is a very specific reason if I'm going to text somebody.
Right. And so she was like, well, yeah, but the reason that I'm, texting is to avoid all the questions. And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and text him, but then go ahead and call him. And it was like he would not admit that had a point. Like, he had to say, like, do your
That's like the
strategy
most
and do mine. But just little things. And I looked at Stefanie because she always has him on speaker, and like I just am shaking my head. Like, I'd be like, don't tell me how to do my freaking job.
But that's not like the amount of degrading behavior and things that have come out of it. And then like 1 minute he's like that, and the next minute he's like super duper nice.
Yeah, he was like, can I call you home? Or he goes, hey, can I call you Steph? And she's like, you can call me whatever you want. He's like, okay, homie. Like, it was very uncomfortable.
And I'm like, that's again 1 minute I'm like, oh, I actually like you. Like, that's what I'm literally thinking to myself.
I didn't get that vibe one bit of that conversation.
Okay, there's been times where I'm like, oh, you know what, I actually like you. You're kind of funny, you're quirky, I like you. And then the next minute you're like, holy crap, this man is literally insane and treats people like dirt. It's nuts.
It's like they have a name for that. It's like multiple personality disorder.
Okay.
All right. So back to the red flags.
So
he is actually a walking red flag.
A walking red flag
of who you don't want as a client.
Yeah. That might actually be another future topic. Idea is venting clients, because I think that's like, if you reach a certain place in your business, I think it's okay to turn down business.
I know, but it's like, it's hard to.
It's a hard thing to do.
It is really hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hope I could say one day that I'm on the top of that hill and I'm like, nope. But I am not there yet, and I'll be the first to say it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not either, really.
Builds character. Dealing with people like that.
Okay. I want to hear. Do you want to go first since you have 3?
Sure. Okay. Are we doing for buyers or sellers first? Red flags.
Let's start with sellers.
All right. Don't look at my answers.
I'm not.
Okay. I don't have to move.
Oh, my first one's I don't have to sell.
Yeah, I don't have to sell.
Red flag.
And this kind of coincides, because I'll just say that my 2 that I had, because this kind of coincides with each other. I'm not in a rush, and I'm not.
Yeah.
And I don't have to sell. Because what those things tell me is that you are going to want to price ridiculously high, and you're going to want to leave room for negotiation because you don't have to sell right now. You could wait 6 months. You could wait a year. You can wait 2 years. So you're going to, what's motivating you to actually take this seriously? 9 times out of 10, those sellers are not serious at all. That's a huge red flag. I want to say, you're not in a rush. Okay, cool. Like, call me when you're actually ready to sell, because that is when it will sell for the most money. But if you throw it up for $50,000 more than what it's worth, well, then you're not gonna end up selling, because you don't have to sell, remember, and you're gonna end up getting a lower number than what you want.
Jason's calling me. I wish we could like put him on speaker and like hear his 2 cents. Okay. Anyway, we won't. Okay. I had the same one. I don't have to sell. And then my next one is, I have a few changes I'd like to make to the listing agreement.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they think, and I mean, again, we are a large brokerage. I didn't write this listing agreement. It came from our attorneys.
Right.
Like, what makes you think that you're smarter than the attorney that wrote this? You know what I mean?
Well, right. And like, what are the common things that usually people want to change that you see?
Honest to God, it happens so infrequently. But if somebody is going to change it, because believe me, I'm super lucky. Most people are awesome and trust us. And like, it's like we ride off into the sunset and it's a good experience. But if somebody has changes that they want to make to that contract, just think about how difficult they're going to be throughout the process.
Yep.
Right?
Well, and especially like what they're changing to. Like, remember when I had that one client that literally wanted to get rid of the entire contract?
Yeah. Like, no, we're not rewriting this for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, either
and every brokerage has a standing listing agreement and all of this stuff.
No, some of
like,
them just use Main Street.
It's
a lot
all
of them.
pretty standard. I mean, you have all of the things in there that are going to protect, obviously, us and you guys. You know, it's.
Oh my God. I had that one guy that wanted me to remove. I had somebody that wanted me to remove that we would get a commission if they instead decided to rent the home. And I'm like, so if I have a client come through to sell the home and they want to instead rent it, you're not going to pay me, but you're going to pay me on the sale. That makes no sense. But people are just like,
and sometimes there's, and this is again a red flag. There's just sometimes people, it's like a personality trait.
It's a personality trait.
There are people out there that they just need their 2 cents in there. Like they need to say that they tailored it to them. They need to say like, no one's taking advantage of me.
They need to feel like they are in control.
Yes, 100%.
That's like the bottom line.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me another one since you have 3.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I'm selling as is. I will not make any repairs.
That's another red flag.
And not always, because it does come up more often than you would think of people to say that. But once I explain to them my point of view, their mind shift changes on that. I'm talking about the ones that are so adamant about it that it's like, okay, like they're not getting it. Like they're like, nope, as is. So that just goes to show that like the day that the inspection happens, they're just like, and they'll always say too, well, I'm selling it as is. I'll be like, oh, how'd the inspection go? And I'll tell the seller, hey, talk to the buyer's agent, X, Y, and Z, maybe like a little sum up. And then if their response is, well, I'm selling as is, so we'll see. Like they just have that really stubborn mindset of selling as is, where it's like, you're going to die in that hill. Like whether it's something minor or something big, like you need to be open to this criticism. You need to be open to the fact that your home is not perfect, and you need to dissociate. You need to just chill.
I also, like, I didn't write this down, but this reminds me of like when sellers keep explaining the value to me about why their house is worth whatever they think it's worth, and they're like, well, those other listings, like my basement's this, or I have that.
But they'll never tell you what the other listings have that they don't.
Exactly. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, okay. Anyway,
What's your other? Oh wait, you had 2.
Right? Do you have any more on sellers they want to touch base on?
No, not really.
Okay.
I guess honestly, a really tight like showing schedule. Like if they're super like, nope, only weekdays between 2 and 4, and no Saturday and Sunday. I'm like, okay, so you don't want to sell your house.
Yeah, you're not selling your house. That is a really good seller red flag, actually. Did you just come up with
And these
that?
are all, now mind you, yeah, I did. These are all, mind you, very coachable traits. So if you're a seller out here and you're like, oh, I was kind of thinking about doing the as is, or oh, I was kind of thinking tailoring the showing schedule.
Yeah.
No, but like again, and these are very common things that come up in the listing meetings, but like what we're saying is the red flags are the people who are going to die on these hills, and they don't want to listen to us, and they don't want to hear what we have to say that would require them to bend their way. So then, all right, let's hear buyer red flags.
Buyers, ding, ding, ding.
Go ahead.
I'm going first. Okay. I'm really picky. I'm just warning you. And I won't settle for anything I don't love. That's my red flag. Or all red flag.
Yeah, because no home is perfect.
Right.
And that's an expectation I like to set in my buyers meetings too, is, just have a hold on like what your absolute must-haves are. And granted, let that be no more than like probably 3, because for the most part, you are not going to get everything that you want in a home. You can ask someone who built, and in 1 year of that, I'm going to even ask you. I'm going to ask you.
3 months.
After Stefanie built her home, I'm going to ask her, if you were to do something differently, what would you do? And she's going to tell me.
Laundry list.
Yes.
There'll be a laundry list.
You're never going to find the absolute perfect home that checks all of your boxes. You just really need to determine what are your must-haves, and that's it.
Okay. Go ahead. Read yours.
Oh, they're living at home and they have no timeline.
I mean, that's another good one. No timeline.
No timeline.
I mean, like I said, I do have the record breakers that we realize that I've complained about twice on the podcast. So sorry on the repeat episode.
Yeah, no timeline, or like either they're living at home or they have like a month to month, or they're super comfortable where they're at. Honestly, I do see this a lot in people who are still living at home, who are very comfortable living with mom and dad, and they don't have any rent, or they don't have a mortgage.
I'm out of that age already. Like, it's so funny. I'm not that much older than you, but all my people have babies.
Right.
And
yeah, no, a lot of mine are first-time home buyers. But yeah, I found when you have no, and this kind of ties into Stefanie's red flag, because when you have no motivation or no timeline or no one in that pushing you to do it, I promise you will find something wrong with every single house. I promise you will have a huge issue on the interest rates, and you're just going to see what happens next year.
I mean, look how long it took me to even find land to buy, because I actually love where I'm at.
Right.
So like that, I was kind of a red flag too, I guess. But
oh yeah, you have red flag client written all over you.
I do. Sorry, guys. Am I going?
Yeah.
I need so and so, fill in the blank, to see the property before I'll write the offer.
Dad.
It's usually like a parent or my uncle's a GC or somebody. I'm just like, oh, we're still not in the phase of life where we can make decisions by ourselves.
Well, that, and it's also like, okay, we've explained to you that there's an entire attorney review due diligence period. So we're going to take you to go and see this house. You're going to fall in love with it. You're going to want to make an offer, but you refuse to put anything in writing, and you're not realizing that like someone can come and swoop that up right away. There's a lot of things that can happen. You want to get that contract submitted ASAP, and then guess what? Your dad can come during the whole inspection.
Follow that inspector around.
Follow the inspector around, and your uncle who's a GC can join too. We can have a freaking party at your inspection, but let's get the offer in.
Party time. Okay, tell me, Kelly.
All right.
Give it to me.
Oh, when they talk about lowballing every property, like sending, like if they send,
that is such a buyer red flag.
Oh my gosh, because it's like, I mean, I'm all about getting my clients a good deal and a steal, but for the most part, I know that, okay, that property just went on the market 2 hours ago and they're actually priced super competitively. It's completely updated. Don't send it to me and be like, hey, let's go see this, but I would only give, and then you tell me like $50,000 less. Like, okay, well, if you're only going to offer $50,000 below their listing price, we are not seeing it the weekend that they listed. No, not happening.
Okay, that's all I have for buyers. Do you have anything else?
I think I have one more. Oh, they won't call a lender because they don't want to get their credit ran.
Oh my gosh, that's a great one. Kelly.
I know.
That's a great one. People really do.
And we just learned from Mike that you could do a soft poll, like nothing that would be a hard inquiry. People, and that to me, it also raises levels of their commitment issues that they would probably have with me, their commitment issues that they would have in signing a contract to buy a house. It just, when you refuse to call a lender because you're scared of whatever it may be, you're probably not ready to buy a house. You're probably still in the pondering stage, which is fine.
Heard that.
Call me when you're ready.
Heard that, sister. Okay. Now we're going to talk about, you have no more to buyers. We can't think of anything else, right?
No, not off the top of my head.
Okay. Co-agents. So like if we're on the buy side dealing with somebody else, or if we're on the list side dealing with somebody else. Do you want to go first since you're
I think that we both have we have the same first one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Won't answer their cell phone or text back.
The worst.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We are in 2025.
I know.
Answer your damn phone.
Well, I just went through that deal with that one Mokina sale. I mean, he literally was impossible to get a hold of. Okay, so our video got cut off. I've been trying to convince Stefanie that we should stop recording on her iPhone, but she doesn't want to believe it. But God just sent a sign.
Now's the time. I get it. All right, go. Continue your story.
Okay, so we were talking about co-agents, and mine and Stefanie both had on our list of red flags is an agent that won't answer their calls, text messages, emails. Literally the absolute worst. Like there is nothing more that our job relies on than answering our phone. Yeah. I just did a deal in Mokina, and the listing agent, he would not, it took him 2 days to answer my call after the showing, after I told him that my clients were extremely interested and they wanted to write an offer, but I had questions I needed to ask him before writing that offer. And it took him 2 days to get back to me. And then he was super, and then also this was funny. He had that attorney that reached out to me. So basically the listing agent, who clearly he knows nothing, his attorney emailed us, me and the co-list, or me and the listing agent, and said, hey, can I get your guys' commission statements? And before all these changes were into play, there was only one commission statement. It was on the list side because the buyer broker agreement didn't exist. And the agent responds to the email shockingly and was like, the listing office is responsible for the commission statement. I will send it over and Kelly, you can review and confirm.
That's right.
And I responded and said, actually, Ryan, that's incorrect. As of August 17th, 2024, a commission statement is required by both the buy side and the sell side.
I like how you even brought the year into it.
Yes.
Like you're like real official.
Like it's been, well, yeah, because we're in 2025 and I'm just reiterating this was last freaking year. And his attorney, well, it wasn't his, it was the seller's attorney, but on his side, emailed me back separately and said, thank you for clarifying that. I have no idea who this agent is. My clients found him on a flat fee brokerage site. That's what their side attorney said to me. And I was like, yeah, I can tell. He absolutely sucks. I think that was my response.
Yeah.
But yeah, super big red flag.
Okay. I got one more for you.
Let's hear it.
You have more, right? Okay.
Yeah.
The agent starts out by saying, I've been in the business for over 20 years.
And that guy said that to me.
You guys, and I mean, again, I've been a realtor for 10 years. This ain't my first rodeo.
I would argue, though.
I can't wait to be that old and crazy and be like, I've been in this business for 20 years.
Yeah, and look at all of the changes that have happened in the 20 years. Like the ones that are like so not like willing to evolve are the absolute worst. I actually have two more.
Give them to us.
Okay.
Let's go before my camera runs out.
I judge their brokerage.
What?
I judge their brokerage. Like who, like, that's whatever.
You judge the realtor based off the brokerage they're signed up with.
A little bit.
I do too.
I've been proved wrong, but like, yeah, if I see like.
Don't name names.
I'm not going to name names. But if I see a brokerage.
I keep Kelly legal here. Just so y'all know. If I ever stop her from opening her mouth, it's because I'm trying to keep us legal.
Okay, so then I'll just brief over that it depends on their brokerage. And another way I judge the agent is, and I know that their
email signature.
No. Let me preface this because I know we can only control our clients so much, but there's also things that we can do as well. How their listings show. Like I went into
their photos?
No, in person. I went.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, sorry. Sometimes we can't control these crazy people, but
yeah. But when it's vacant and it is a complete mess, and there's literally like garbage on the floor, as the listing agent trying to sell that home, why in the hell aren't you going?
I froze again. Oh my god! I keep getting scared.
Like why? Especially when it's vacant. I would say when people are living there, it is uber hard for us to really control their cleanliness, obviously. But if it's vacant and I walk in and it's disgusting, something that would have taken you 5 to 10 minutes with a cordless vacuum just to spruce it up even a little, I'm judging you.
I like how you literally said a cordless vacuum.
Yeah.
So intense.
Well, but yeah, because keep it on the go. Keep it in your car. But I will judge that. Like if it is filthy to the point where like, okay, it makes me question if the realtor had even stepped foot in there.
Okay. Guys, don't be dirty and cross Kelly Dugan's.
But would you ever let a vacant listing show like that?
No, probably not vacant. I would ask for them to get a professional clean, but I have had listings where I'm like, this is so dirty and I'm so sad. And I'm like, try to tell them to clean it. And like, they're not understanding.
When they live there,
like
yes.
Really hard to tell somebody they're dirty. Like they don't get it. And I could say professionally cleaned. And if there's times where it's difficult. That's all I want to say.
Oh, it is so difficult. And
I honestly end up apologizing. I'm like, please look past the filth.
Right. Yes, definitely.
Because the other agent knows. They're not like nincompoops, you know? Okay, what else? Anything else you want to hit me with?
No, I don't think so. I think that's about it.
Okay.
But yeah, those are red flags.
What are
our red flags?
That's what I was going to say.
I don't know. What's my red flag?
That you are so judgmental on people's cleanliness level.
I am not judgmental on a cleanliness level. I mean, my house is a mess.
Totally kidding. I'm totally cleaning. What is your red flag?
I know. I feel like
that you literally don't want to talk to somebody after 9 o'clock. That's a red flag for me because I'm always trying to talk to this broad after 9 and she's like in bed. I'm like, wake up.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I totally respond to your text messages, Lee. I just don't want to like chat on the phone.
I'm totally screwing with you. I love her. It's okay. What's mine? I'm sure I got a shit ton.
Your red flag is literally what just came out of my mouth before the sentence. Like you'll be talking to Stefanie and she has 80 million different things in her brain going on. And it's this, me and Niall have actually joked about it.
I know.
How you're like, And we're like, okay, you want to call me back?
Oh, you mean when I'm on the phone?
When you're on the phone,
Yeah,
and
I
just
do
like,
that.
even in the office too, like, but that's just, we can treat each other that way. Like, I know you wouldn't do that to a client.
I might.
You know?
You don't know. I do. So, I mean, yeah, I think somebody said a stat about a lot of us having ADD. I'm sure it's true.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Well, we're in sales at the end of the day. I just I just saw something on Instagram that was like, if you were told you talked too much as a kid, how's your sales job going?
So true.
I spent a lot of time in the hallway.
I always got in trouble for talking too much.
I couldn't shut my yap for the life of me growing up.
Look
I
at
know.
us now.
Look at
We're
us just chatting.
shit.
And look at us now. We're literally on a podcast thinking people want to listen to us talk after we just said how much trouble we used to get in for talking.
Oh, yeah,
I had in junior high, Mrs. O'Brien. She
shout
sent me,
out.
I love her, but she sent me, I think it was maybe to teach me a nice, good lesson, but like I literally spent days in school suspension because I could not shut up in her class. Like it was
Kelly
bad.
Dugan.
I know.
So disappointed. All right, that's it. We better get off of this thing.
All right,
These
everyone.
these people are gonna tune out.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. That's a wrap on Realtor Therapy with Steph and Cal.
If you loved what you heard, subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on social media.
Got a wild real estate story or a topic idea?
Drop it anonymously in the form in our show notes. We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, keep hustling, stay sane, and remember,
We're all in this together.